What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Jurassic World Rebirth. Warning! Spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen Rebirth, then skedaddle. And if you're not going to watch it, I don't care. Watch it, bro. You have to watch it. I recently went and saw this on July 4th, and personally, it was a great experience. I got the carnivore combo, which gives you an exclusive cup and an exclusive popcorn bucket. Sadly, I did not get the topper that comes with this cup. There were three. I believe it was D-Rex, Quetzalcoatlus, and Titanosaurus. However, they were all out of stock when I got it. But it was still really cool. The popcorn bucket looks great. It's got the Jurassic World logo, Titanosaurus, Spinosaurus, and Quetzalcoatlus silhouettes on it. And anyway, today we're going to be talking about Rebirth. If you came here from watching my short, which I made a little short to promote this video, thanks for coming. Personally, this movie was great. I saw it in 4DX, which in my opinion made the situation 10 times better. The 4DX has water, wind, like air blowing at you, and water splashing up and mist splashing at you to make it feel more like you're there with the dinosaurs. And that was just great. It was perfect background ambiance. Sometimes it got a little distracting, but other than that, it was pretty good. Now, moving on to the actual movie itself. Great movie. I mean, of course, it's Jurassic Park, and I'm a big fan, so 10 out of 10. But on a Jurassic Park scale, I think I'd give it minimum an 8. Actually, I think I might give it a 9. 8.5 to 9. It was great. This was probably the funniest movie in the entire series. It was just so hilarious. I loved it. The dinosaurs were executed pretty well. I really wish the D-Rex got more screen time. And it was kind of refreshing because normally the movies are a lot about the raptors, but this one wasn't. There was one scene with the raptors, and it just showed us how dangerous this island was. This isn't like an island we experienced before in the previous movies. This is an island about like really dangerous dinosaurs. It shows how being smart, just like they said, being smart doesn't help you. And it was really great. The Mutodons were executed perfectly. They got just right enough screen time, not too much, not too little. I heard some call them too much, but who knows. Now, D-Rex, I wish he got more screen time. I really wish there was a final dino battle. There were no dinosaur battles in this movie, which is weird because practically every movie has had one dino battle, and there were just none in here. Also, the Mosasaurus executed perfectly. There was no better way to execute the Mosasaurus. Yeah. It was pretty great. I loved all their new gizmos and gadgets, and I feel like it was a perfect number of not too many massacres, but not too little. The deaths were pretty good in this movie. All of them were just great. As I said, not too many, but not too little. When I was walking into the theater, I was thinking, this looks like it's all going to be main characters and nobody's going to die, like in Dominion. That's why the Giganotosaurus got no kills. He was up against 6 main characters. But this one had just enough main characters, but not too many to where nobody dies. Also, all the deaths were perfect. The Quetzalcoatlus death, I wasn't expecting that. That was out of the blue. The Spinosaurus death of the Nina, I kind of expected that, but oh god, it was such a jump scare. I was kind of expecting her to just disappear, and she didn't. She was just so gory. It was pretty good. The most of the other deaths were pretty good too. I really liked them. Like the what's it called? The death of the I really thought Duncan was gonna die. I thought he was gonna die a hero, the one guy in Jurassic Park 2, but he didn't. So I mean, either way, both of those I sort of expected. I didn't want him to die, so I'm happy he didn't. He was a funny, great character. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see. The Biosyn death was a lot funnier I mean, not funnier, sorry. What? A lot sadder than I expected it to be. I don't know why. I've done this a lot with movies, just like Nedry. You could hear the sadness in his voice, and it kind of sad. I feel bad for him. He was terrified, but at the same time, there was nothing better to do. The bad guy deaths were really good, too. You know, I really liked them. They were all pretty funny. Because, you know, everybody knew they were going to die, so it was just a matter of time. But anyways, the Quetzal list was pretty good. I wish they showed more of climbing up the wall and maybe getting attacked by it. But I don't really know how they got up. The Titanosauruses were adorable. In the trailers, I saw them as big giants and mean. But in the movie, you just get to see how cute they were and how lovable, and they're just like the Brachiosaurus from Lost World. They're just a big, gentle giant. And I really like that about them. One thing that was weird was the size proportions. A lot of the times, there was like, for example, the T-Rex. He was like in fully grown Indominus size, which is, I'm pretty sure how big it is. And then in the next shot, he was like 50 feet tall. And I don't know why, but then like the proportions were weird because I think it was just the camera angle. And I get that sometimes they try and make things look bigger for scary effects, but like, what the heck? That thing was huge and then it wasn't. And that really threw me off, and I really couldn't pay attention to the movie that much because I was like, what the heck? Why is this guy huge? So I feel like in the next Rebirth or next movie, they really need to fix that because the other movies didn't really have that. All the dinosaurs kept the same size, but like the D-Rex and the T-Rex were just changing size, and it was really annoying. Also, the D-Rex biting the helicopter was probably my favorite scene. I loved that scene. That was so cool. Like, you did not expect that at all. Also, that prologue scene was really good. I love it. We get to see more InGen. We've seen Biosyn, we've seen Maserati Global, but now we're back to the classics. We're back to InGen, and that's just great. Really love that. We're back to InGen. It was great. The characters also really well done. Xavier was hilarious. He probably brought the movie up from an 8 to a 9. Realistically, it was great. He was so funny, and he had a perfect character arc. Because personally, I went with my buddy. I went with a buddy of mine, and in the beginning, we were kind of rooting for Xavier to die. And he became a good character, you know? He was looking out for his girlfriend, and that was perfectly well done, and then he was hilarious. All the scenes with him were funny. Do you smoke? But it was good. It was good. Then at the end, we were like, I'm happy he didn't die. He was such a good character. Also, there were a lot of scenes that I really thought would be close to each other from the trailers that just weren't. They were really far away. And that's kind of good because it lets you not expect, like that toe clapping, or what? Cut that. The toe clicking from the raptor feet on the Mutodon, I thought that was a Velociraptor. I thought there was going to be more raptors in this movie, but it just shows you how dangerous this island was. But yeah, not much about this movie could have been changed, just maybe a final boss fight. You know, like Spinos versus D-Rex or something. It was also very refreshing because instead of the older, like, take Fallen Kingdom, it was a very scarier movie, or trying to be scarier. This one had a lot of comedic relief, but not too much. Too much, it's not funny. But this one just perfectly executed, loved it. Also, the branding for this has been a little low, because a lot of the times when a new big movie comes out, and heck, it's a sequel to Jurassic Park. When a new movie comes out, normally there's more advertising, and I used to think that there wasn't a lot. But actually, online I've been recently seeing some videos of some other ones. So there was still a lot, but I just wish there was more, you know. I wish there was maybe a D-Rex Lego. Also, I'm sorry I haven't gotten any new Lego sets to review. Once I get some of the Rebirth ones, I will be making videos on those. I know they've been a month old, but a little tight on money. I've been buying a bunch of Jurassic stuff. Anyway, yeah, this is a great movie. I had a lot of fun going to see it. Hilarious. The 4DX is great. If I were you, I would recommend doing it. Oh, forgot to mention, there's also 3D glasses. If I were you, I recommend going to watch it in 4DX for the first time at least. I think I'm gonna go watch it again sometime soon. But it was just perfectly executed. Really loved it. Really great stuff. Oh, one thing that I disliked a little bit was how little Spinosaurus there was. There was a lot of branding for the Spinosaurus. You know, we got a Spinosaurus Lego. We got 3 different types of Spinosaurus cans. I expected there to be a lot more Spinosauruses, because Spinos can come on land. And I was expecting us to see more of that, and we didn't, and it kind of sucked. They were just with the Mosasaurus. They didn't really cause that big of a threat as I thought they'd be, just because of how much branding there was. I really think all the boat sequences were good. Just the boat parts in general. And normally in movies, sometimes I get really mad because that intro scene, like the first scenes, really suck. You know, like meeting all the characters. Sometimes they suck. This one was pretty good. I liked how they were trying to keep it quiet. I really hate how all the dinosaurs died. I get it, because Quetzalcoatlus and Mosasaurus already exist. Oh, come on, man. Why'd you gotta kill them all? That means there's so many dead dinosaurs. Blue's dead, Rexy's dead, Buck and Doe's dead. If Junior survived, he's dead, because they were all at Biocity. Beta's dead. Bumpy's dead, Toro's dead, Rebel, Angel, Firecracker. It's sad to see. I wish before we knew the dinosaurs were dying, we got to see some more dinos in our world, because Dominion didn't execute that very well. And I get it. It was a smart choice to bring them. But come on. You gotta show us more dinos in our world sequences. You know, we gotta see how these dinosaurs react before they all die due to oxygen and different climates, you know? Well, anyway. Personally, I think they did the characters really well. Like Zora and all of them. And I'm happy to see all the bad guys died. We had no surviving bad guys, and they all died in reasonable ways. Also, not to mention, the D-Rex punched a car. What? It punched... No dinosaur can take a D-Rex one-on-one. It punched a car. What? Anyway, the characters were all great. Zora was really cool. Really well executed, you know? Funny, but not too funny, where it's annoying, and... it was really funny how they pretended to not be able to do it for more money. They also did Dr. Henry really well, and I liked his character in general, and especially the entire Delgado family. It's great to see some new characters. I really like it. A couple of characters died that I didn't want to die, like Leclerc and Nina. I'm happy Bobby died. At the beginning, he was given bad vibes. Also, Martin, he was sort of giving, like, just bad vibes in general. But it was still really good how they executed all the characters. I really liked Duncan. He was so funny. Yeah, it was hilarious. I just wish we saw more dino scenes, man. No, there's not enough dino scenes. I mean, dinos in our world scenes. Apologies. Anyway, final rating. 9.5. Actually, sorry. 9. It's great. Just needed a final boss fight and more D-Rex scenes. And maybe just more InGen stuff, you know? But it was really refreshing how... we didn't, there were no raptors, or hardly any raptors, because it was just showing how dangerous this island was and how much better it is to be strong than smart. I'm surprised there were raptors at all with how easily the Mutodons killed those guys. I was kind of expecting they were all gonna be dead. Anyway, yeah. Thank you all for watching. I had a great time going to Rebirth, and I really hope you go to it too. Thanks for watching. I don't like to beg for subscribers, but if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe. If you don't have to, I don't care. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. Pack up and pack out.